Hey guys, I'm live. How you guys doing? Um, yeah, I just want to rant a little bit. Um, I'm losing weight, dude. I'm down to 156.7, I think it was, or was it 157.6 today? No, I think it was 156.7 when I got home from my walk. And the camera puts on 10 pounds, makes you look 10 pounds heavier. So it's good to be skinny when you're on camera a lot because you gain 10 pounds just for being on camera. But that's getting closer to my summer weight. I may go down to the low 150s by the middle of the summer. But then there's other things. My breakthrough today. I almost hate to call it a breakthrough because I use that term so much it doesn't mean anything anymore. But this time it really was. Well, the others count too. It's just that they were just provisional. They weren't. A lot of times I would fake it till I make it a lot of the time, but I think I actually made some progress today. It's hard to explain it. There's a look in my eye, like Annie in the song "Heartbreaker" that Robert Plant talks about in Led Zeppelin. Style's new, but the face the same as it was so long ago. But from her eyes, a different smile, like one of those who know, like as one of those, no, from a different smile. That as of one who knows, that as that of one who knows, or something like that. I finally got my head straight with my music, and I'm going to try to explain it in this live here, if I can. Let me put it this way. Until today, until the jam I just did, I have basically been practicing when I go live. Sometimes I'm doing a song, so that's less practice than just doing a jam. But a lot of my jams are mainly me practicing. And I finally got where I want to be, so it's not that anymore. I really want to entertain you now. I really want to make music. Not saying I'm good at it. Maybe I suck. But my head's on straight. I'm trying to make music for you guys. I'm trying to entertain you guys now. It's not about practicing anymore. I've reached the level where I don't have to practice. I have to keep the level I'm at. I don't want to stop playing and forget how to play, but I don't have to practice to get better. And that's something I've never been able to say in my life in 44 years of playing guitar. 13 plus 31 is 44. That's how many years I've been playing. Added to 15, which is the age I started playing at 59, how old I am. But I finally am happy with my playing. And I'm a very harsh critic, not as much as a hater maybe, but I'm very harsh on myself. Can I explain a little bit about what's different? I'd like to if you guys want to hear it. It's hard to explain. See, when I grew up, I didn't know how to alternate pick. My teacher didn't even know how to alternate pick. My teacher did hammer-ons and pull-offs and all downstrokes. And I never learned how to pick until I was 28 years old in 1995. So tapping was my main thing, and legato technique, left-handed bass technique, and tapping to add, as if, make another big hand, as Eddie Van Halen called it. And then I learned alternate picking, which disrupted that. It made it seem like I had to practice alternate picking, and that was more important now. But that derailed the tapping, which wasn't authentic and wasn't where I want to be. But today, I mastered alternate picking enough that it's no longer driving my technique. It's back to tapping mainly, and just adding alternate picking to that, and being discriminatory in whether I tap or alternate pick. Not just choosing to alternate pick all the time because I'm in practice mode, which is how I've been playing for 31 years since I learned alternate picking. I'm finally able to integrate it into my whole style and just still be a tapper, but yet do alternate picking. But don't be practicing alternate picking constantly as if that's all that matters, because it isn't. I'm a tapper first. I was a tapper before I ever alternate picked. But now that I've practiced alternate picking to the level I want, I can go back to being a tapper who also alternate picks, but not practicing alternate picking as if that's what all that matters. And so that's kind of the gist of my breakthrough. And now I'm not trying to practice alternate picking when I play. I want to entertain you. I want to have fun myself and entertain myself if that's possible, but mainly entertain you and have some fun. And I'm not practicing alternate picking. Therefore, my playing is back to a balance between primarily tapping, but I also do alternate picking too. At heart, I'm more like Steve Vai than Ingrid Malmsteen. I didn't start out shredding, and that's not what I should be doing by default, unless I'm practicing, which I'm no longer practicing. So that's not. I'm more like Steve Vai. I'm more like a tapper, but I also like to alternate pick. I do have an affinity with Ingrid Malmsteen's music, but I'm more like Steve Vai first, and that balance is what I've got from this breakthrough that I didn't have before. So love me or hate me. Maybe I suck, dude. I don't know. Who's to say what sounds good, and who's to say what a person likes or doesn't like? If you think I suck, feel free to hate me or don't watch my videos. But I'm working on trying to entertain you, and I'd like to entertain you. That was my first main shot at it today with the new song, with the new jam I called Funkalicious Curveball or something. I don't know. I called it something like that. I actually was trying to entertain you. I wasn't just showing off technique or worse, practicing technique. I wasn't. I was playing music to try to entertain. If you guys like it, let me know. If you don't, then tell me I suck. I might suck. You know, who's to say? You know, I can't prove I'm good. I can't prove that I don't suck. If you hate me and think I suck, then that's your opinion. That's one person that thinks I suck. What am I going to do about that? Nothing. You have that right. So write it down. Hate me. Say how bad I am. Say how gross and nasty and how much I suck and how bad and how I should just blow my brains out on camera. I'm not going to do that though. But you want that done? It's up to you. So where are your boys? Anyway, so that's my best attempt at explaining the breakthrough. It's kind of where I finally feel up to recording with the moderator now. I don't like the stuff I like what we did for that time. You know, especially the moderator, the way he did the videos and the way he produced and did the drums and everything. The bass, the keyboards, I'm giving him more credit than myself because I'm at a different level and I'm not as happy with my stuff. I'd rather do it. I'd rather redo it. I'd rather do what I would do now, but it's good to document that that's what we did when we did that. But now I'm actually ready to play. Now I'm ready to record any day. Just get me rested, get me sleep, and get me just give me a few good 4 hours straight of just recording, and I'm ready for it. Not an ego thing. I don't know. Maybe. How many times do you want me to say I suck? I suck. Does that do it? Does that do it for you? I don't know. But I'm ready to record. Suck or no, I'm ready to record. And I have never been ready to record. That the stuff I've done so far has been practice on my end. Not for the moderator. He did a great job. For me, I was practicing. Not anymore. I want to make music now. So I hope that explains it. If it doesn't, I'm really sorry because I tried. Anyway, I love you guys, my fans. You guys are the closest thing I have to family. You guys are my family if I have any. I love you guys, my fans. And anything else while I'm talking, while I'm jabbering? That's the breakthrough I had today. You know, it's kind of a bummer when you get a breakthrough too, though, because it's like my favorite actor is Alan Rickman. He played Hans in Die Hard, and he said, "And when Alexander saw the breadth of his domain, he wept, for there were no more worlds to conquer." Once you get it, what do you do now? You have no, once you, that's such a cool line. And then he goes, benefits of a classical education. That's such a cool line in history, because what do you do when you've conquered something? You don't have anything else to do. Well, yeah, I do. I can entertain you guys. Oh, glad there's something to do with it. I can do music now. But I miss the struggle. I miss the trying to get it and not quite having it, especially lately. This last couple of days have been hard on me. I don't know why, they just have been. And now breakthrough. Breakthrough on the date 7/1. My dad worked on the SR-71 Blackbird, 71. July 1st, 7/1. I don't know if that's coincidence or not. I don't know. But now I got a breakthrough. But I had a hard day. The last couple of days, I had a couple of hard days, and it wasn't feeling like a breakthrough was even close. But that's sometimes the test. You have to get tested first, and then you get your reward if you're open to the pain and the heartbreak and the regret and the misfortune and the sorrow. If you can just stay open to it and not close down and back off, just keep your mind open, keep your hope up, and then you might get your breakthrough. We have to get tested first. And I was tested the last day or two. I had a hard day. But thank you, my fans, for helping me get through it. You guys helped. So is that everything? Yeah. If I wanted to quit guitar, now would be the time I actually could. But that would be selfish, because then I wouldn't be trying to entertain you. And I wanted to entertain you, so I'm not going to quit. But I could just quit, because I've satisfied myself with guitar playing. Took me 44 years, 13 plus 31. Took me 44 years to say that. I could quit. When we say it, I quit, but I don't. I want to play for you guys. I want to entertain you guys, and I want to have fun doing it. So anyway, I love you guys. Peace, love, and rock and roll.